Uh, Good morning, everyone. Uh, Good morning, everyone. Uh, this afternoon, I want to discuss about the similarity between being a computer scientist and being a mass comm professionals. Yesterday, we discussed on the programming and we talked about PHP, and I believe that we all understand what we've been discussing so far. This afternoon, I would like to at least to explain little about the similarity between mass communication and information communication technology, the relevance between the IT and mass com. But before I will proceed this afternoon, I would like someone to explain to the best of his or her knowledge what do you understand by uh, mass communication and the relevancy between the mass com and information communication technology. Someone should just explain to the best of his or her knowledge to us. We are all listening. Or what do you understand by mass communication? Tofumi, to the best of your knowledge, as an undergraduate student of the Great Citadel of Learning Federal University, Oyekiti, being an undergraduate student of the Department of Mass Communication, what are the relevance of mass communication and information communication technology? Or what can you tell us about the word mass communication? We are hearing you. You speak louder.
But the definition of mass com is the dissemination of information to a large audience, heterogeneous audience, with a large heterogeneous audience with the use of sophisticated equipment or other online,
Communication channels.
yes, other or any other channels.
Okay,
And it's not necessary for the audience to be closer to the channels. They might be far from the channel.
wow. Hopefully make us understand this afternoon that mass communication basically focus on the act of disseminating information, spreading of information from one medium to another. And to the best of our knowledge, make us understand that the channel to which this communication channel will be passed to people are in various form, to the fact that through the help of some gadgets being embedded together, there can be easy flow of disseminating of information from a source to another. Now, this afternoon, I just want to explain to the best of our knowledge to each and every one of you that in any course of study to which you are studying on campus, that information communication technology is preferred, that you need to be serious on any tech task. Now, for a computer science students and the mass communication students, the two parties, the two students, they were in line, they were in uh, the same paths, because information, communication, and the technology and this mass com of a team, they worked in hand together. A professional mass com expatriates needs the implementation of computer scientists. After graduating from the university, you graduated from Federal University of Technology, Akure, you graduated from Federal University, Oyekiti, as a mass communication graduate. Before you will have easy access of disseminating information to a larger volume of people, you need what? You need IT professionals. You need IT gadgets. You need to inculcate technology to your course of study. Because without you inculcate technology to your course of study will just be useless. In the sense that being on campus, you might have been theoretically oriented. Getting to open market, you have to be practically oriented in the sense that all what you've been taught on campus, you need to bring it out to let people know what you have. And the only channels to which people will know that you are capable of disseminating this, what you have access of letting people to know what you have upstairs, is by the usage of technological tools. And one of the simple technology tools that you need your mobile assistant. You need a system. You need a channels, which simply means that you need a studio. You need to have a studio. Look at it. We have a lot of studio nowadays. Some people they have a mobile studio. Other people they have a physical a studio whereby they have to mount a mask. That mask that you normally see at the radio station is a channel, is a medium that will make their work done to be available to a larger volume of people, because there should be a connection between the sender and the receiver. Without you having a strong strength of a network, it will be very difficult for the listener at home, that is the users of a channel, to have easy access to listening to you. A good example of it, during the rainy season, you see that there is almost like 50% conflict on a network. You may when you on a radio station like OSBC radio station, Ara station, all these, I didn't even know much about the radio station here, Yinka Ayefele radio station. During the rainy season, when there is an issue on the network, you see there is always a conflict. You may be listening to Ayefele station, another station will just come in. Now, the only ways to which you have easy communication channels as a professional mass communication expatriate is for you and I to inculcate information communication technology to our course of study. Don't just say I'm an information communication expatriate. I don't need ICT. The absence of ICT in your course of study as a mass comm student or as a mass comm graduate makes your course of study irrelevant in open market. In the global world, you need technology. What are we saying? What we are saying is that ICT should be one of the paramount course of study that you need to know on campus. Okay, we said information communication technology. Now, you define communication, mass communication to us in the other time. Now, but I would like to give you an evidence that the backbone of the mass communication to which you are studying on campus is through the help of what? Is through the help of IT. It's through the help of information communication technology. Now, all your course of study that you are studying on campus, you need a sender. There will be always a sender and a receiver. ICT, we need receiver and a sender. What is information? Information is what? Who can explain to the best of our knowledge? Information is what? Act of passing a message from a person, from a medium to another medium. The first medium is a sender and another medium is a what? Is a receiver. Now, mass communication, act of passing the information from one person to another. You pass an information on TV, you as a what? As the owner of the radio station, there is someone at home which is said to be a what? A user. Now, in communication channel, we have something that we call respondents. Now, when you are at your radio station and you have a live program, you want people to be calling into the program that okay, we're in here, a program. Without flow communication channel, it will be very difficult for people at home to to participate in the program to which you are running on a radio station. Mass communication, ability of disseminating information to varieties of people irregardless of their location at a particular time. Now, see, do you believe that the absence of technology, mass communication professional are useless? Do you believe that? Without technology, all the involvement, all the tasks of you being a mass communication expatriate will be useless. Do you support that? If you support it, can you explain to the best of your knowledge the reason why we said mass communication professional will be useless in absence of technology? We are listening. Anyone should answer the question.
Mass communication expertise is useless because we have to make use of the mass media
Okay,
to pass information to the audience,
okay,
and the audience might differ from where they are giving the information. The audience might be close to
okay,
it,
okay,
and the use of mass media, we need, um, there are so many channels we can use to pass information: the radio, the television, the internet, magazines, newspapers, and other channels. And we need the effectiveness of information and communication technology to pass this information to the audience.
wow. So you support that the absence of technology, mass communication professional, mass communication graduates, their work will uh, may be rendered useless without technology, right? Damilola contributes to that, the question.
To my own,
Speak louder.
to my own understanding, without information technology, communication technology, mass communication is very useless because when we talk on radio, some people will be doing program on the radio. They will still they say people should go and watch live on Facebook, on Instagram. So without those things, without information, without the access of the internet, so people around the globe won't be able to see what you are doing. Yes, true. Because online they can see majority of people doing and participating on social media, doing a lot of things on social media, talking with someone in abroad and all that. Even those people in abroad have the access of calling through our radio here in Nigeria to contribute to the program. So that's one of the advantages of
Okay,
information communication.
okay. Now, uh, I believe that we all know the effectiveness of IT on our course of study now. So, to our mass communication students, you need to add more efforts to what you do on campus by involving yourself in technological task. Technological task. Any course of study from computer science, you need to make good use of it at when due. Computer and mass communication, they were friends. Now, you can't communicate to a larger varieties of people without communication, without technology, without passing through a strong information channels. Information is power. Ability of disseminating information from one channel to another is equal to communication. Now, when you want to communicate, the technological aspect which you have to use to communicate is through the help of either radio channel or TV channels. Now, the absence of this radio and TV channel, it simply means even if you want to communicate with some people, it will just be the minimal numbers of people that you can communicate with. And being a mass communication professional, it simply means You won't have access of making use of any gadget. When you want to communicate, you just come to the class. Hello, tomorrow morning, tell your parents that will be a meeting tomorrow. But through the help of technology, you can go on here, you can do any advert. Okay, like the assignment you want to do now. Your lecturer just want to know how conversant you are to computer. They want to know your level of understanding to computer world. What you want to do is part of mass communication task, because it's one of the channels to which you have way of spreading information out, sending messages out to the audience. We have air communication. Now, this one that you want to do now, like you have flyers, handbills, that okay, people, this is what we are doing here. Just come and see what we are doing. There are some people they don't normally listen to radio. But when they have the advert, they see the flyers or magazine or newspaper. So they get the facts about what is going on in the world. So make sure you know much about computer, most especially programming. So it helps a lot. It helps mass communication as a graduate. Because after leaving campus now, anywhere you want to work, they just need experience from you. You understand? And the most experience they need from you is your practical experience. Forget about theory. If you want to work, nobody will be asking you, can you tell us your theoretical knowledge or experience? What they will ask you is that, what can you do? What they want to see what you want to do. You understand? But the fact that you are computer expatriates and you know what you are doing, you just tell them, hello. What we are doing now is one of the communication channels. See, we are in the class now. People that were not in class physical now, in next 5 minutes, 5 minutes after when we've round up the class, they have access to listen, to watch. All we've been involving ourselves since is through the help of communication, is through the help of technology. So that's fine. Gone are the days that even there are some programs that when they were running, assume they did the program in the morning, before 24 hours, everybody have access of film the program. Now we have a live program now. I watched one program last week. I was able to even log into their website. On their website, I'm seeing everything. So it makes communication channels easy. It makes communication, the flow of communication, it make it easy. So understand. So as a mass communication student, please and please make sure you lay your hands on computer very well. It's very much important, because the technological experience will link you to a global world. So understand. There are many graduates of mass communication nowadays that at the end of the day, they were professional in production of what? Jingle. That's what they know how to do. I'm a mass communication professional, I'm a mass communication kìíní kan. Àbí tó bá ti parí jingle náà máa ṣe. And they have access to do many things. As a mass communication graduate, you have access to produce magazine. So do you know that you can produce magazine? You can work anywhere. You can have your own newspaper company. Have you heard of that? As a mass communication graduate, you can have your magazine newspaper company. But what you just need to know is that make sure that your newspaper company is a legit one. How will your company be a legit? You always feed people back about the genuineness of what you are doing. Let them know that what you are doing is original. Pass original information. As far as people know that your newspaper, that whenever they purchase your newspaper, they get facts. You can even inculcate new things to your newspaper. I've not seen a newspaper in Nigeria whereby they normally put down the records, people in the Bible, story of people in the Bible, story of prophets and prophetess in the Bible. You can have your newspaper that will be biblical newspaper. You can have a biblical newspaper as your own newspaper company. You can have your newspaper may focus on biblical stuff. Your newspaper may focus on academics. Your newspaper may focus on news, on sports. Your newspaper may focus on new technology. That the new technology that they infected today, if anybody wants to see, they should just go and buy your newspaper. So, technology has made everything easy for humanity. As far as you have access to any of these gadgets with time, you make it. So, Tofumi, make sure you know what you are doing, and always pray to God that God should direct you to the right path. Don't just be on campus and be watching that your department. You have to move closer to computer scientists, those that can give you idea of new technology. At the end of the day, you may have a new gadget. You may have your gadget, new branded gadget that you can use as a radio station. Here where we are now, I can make my mobile phone as my radio station. Now we have online radio. And millions of people are listening to online radio than all these IFLA radio. Do you understand me? Because all you just need to do is just to on their data. On your data, log into the website, and you start